Hello everybody and welcome to another Feed the Beast Infinity Skyblock Evolved with Christoph. Today we're going to be focusing on automating our steel production because it's super annoying that it's not automated yet. We have a lot of things to help with that, which is kind of nice. We made a lot of these item ducts. I think we could use those. In the last episode we talked about the Ender.io item conduit. It is pretty hard to make right now. I don't have a really good means of doing it. So we're going to be using these item ducts instead. They're a little slower and a little more complicated to use, but I think we can handle it. So we're going to use those. And to start off, I need to make an induction smelter so that I can make fluid ducts. And we're going to use the fluid ducts to move the creosote oil around. So yeah, we're just starting with the induction smelter. Pretty simple to make. You just need a bunch of invar stuff, which our smeltery doesn't have. Let's get 8. I think that'll be enough for the gears. Reception coil, we'll make one of those. The bars we have, buckets we have as well, but let's make another bucket and we should be good. So I'll go take this over to the smelter and I'll have everything done and I'll be right back. And that is it, YouTubers. We now have an induction smelter, which makes so that it so that we can make a some hard aluminum glass. It's going to be really good. We're just going to slap that right there. We're going to turn these off. Maybe. So many. Alright. And we're just going to have this making some hard aluminum glass while we're gone. We just need a stack of obsidian and some aluminum ingots. Okay. There we go. And just throw them in there. And that should make our hard aluminum glass, which is used for the fluid ducts. So let's grab a couple item ducts. We're going to need servos as well, which I don't think they're terribly hard to make in this pack. No, they're not. Let's make like 10 of them. What are we missing? Iron nuggets and glass. Do we have any sand? Nope. Crud. Alright, there's our final bit of glass. Let's go ahead and throw that in. We'll give our system a second to recognize it, and then we'll just... Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Now we can have 20 servos. I made way more than we needed, but I have a feeling we're going to need some more later anyway. So yeah. First things first, to start automating these, I do believe... Let's see. We're just going to try this. I can't remember where to put things into... I know you have to have an improved blast furnace to automate it. Let's just see if we can pull coke out of these. I'm not sure. Oh, I forgot to make the fluid ducts. We need the fluid ducts. Duh, Chris. We gotta go get some of those. Those are pretty easy to make since we have all this hard aluminum glass. Just goes like this. Take that, and then we need some invar blend, which we have plenty of. Let's get like 20 of it. And come on, there we go. Put some to the side like this, and that makes our hardened fluid ducts. And we'll just get a couple of those. And they use the servos as well, so yeah. So I know for a fact that the fluid ducts will pull stuff out because the extra utility stuffs will pull stuff out. So let's just do a little quick test here. Straight to our tank. Put a little servo on there. Enabled low, and that should be, yeah, buddy. That's taking the creosote out. Right on, and it's putting it straight into our tank. Well, it should be. Oh, whoops. I put a servo on that. There we go. Yes. Alright, sweet. So that's working. So proof of concept. What we're going to do is we're going to move this tank to the center of this big room here. And we're going to put everything around it. And we're going to put these coke ovens around it, and then the blast furnaces are going to go above, just because we can transport items up and down. It's going to be super cool. So proof of concept, we're going to move everything to to look a lot cooler and be a lot more efficient. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back for a second. One thing I want to point out, and one thing I regret doing, these are 32 by 32 circular platforms, and so it's an even number across. Railcraft's tanks can only work in increments that are odd, so 1, 3, 5, 7, you know, and so it doesn't perfectly line up, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. So I'm just gonna put it one block to the right-ish, and I mean it'll function, it'll work, but it just won't look pretty. Alright, so I got my coke ovens kind of placed around my tank the right way I want, although I want some more valves on the tank, namely every one on the side, and then I want one on the top too, so I can kind of use the creosote for something I need. So we're going to go ahead and do that as well. Alright, so now I just have to run around and actually hook things up. So first we're going to do the creosote stuff. That's going to be really easy. I'm just going to go straight to it, just like that. And it's going to need a servo to act as an extractor. So yeah, we'll just do that. And we'll just go all the way around with these. It's going to look pretty cool. It's going to look... Although you can't go underneath. That's okay. This is built for functionality, not for convenience. Did I set that one? Yes, I did. And one more. Alright, so that's going to take care of our creosote issue. And we're just going to throw this coal in there so that I can actually do a whole stack at once. Because before, what would happen is the creosote would fill up in them, and then it would quit cooking the coal. So we'll just grab 2 more stacks of that coal. Like coke we don't need for now, but a couple of that stuff. There we go. And we'll just run over to these coke machines, or coke ovens, really quick. I think these ones have them, but the other side doesn't. And we'll just fill these up. So now, I actually need to get the coal coke, out of the coke oven and put it into the blast furnace. And the blast furnaces, I'm still kind of like undecisive on where they should be placed. Undecided, I guess. Undecided where they should be placed, not undecisive. Yeah. So I'll work that out, and then I'll be right back. So, I'm getting this hooked up, and I just discovered an issue. My crude blast furnace is unable to be automated, so we're gonna have to upgrade that. That's not that big of a problem. And only the improved one works. In the sides you can put the preheaters like I had before, but I've actually run out of energy in my capacitor here. And then I'm not quite sure what the back is used for, because I'm putting coal in the top and it's going in the right place, so yeah. And so yeah, I'm going to use these 2 coke ovens here to power this blast furnace. That's why that one's not working. I didn't put a servo on it. I was wondering about that for a minute. Okay. So servo on that one should start moving those items forward at a time, very slowly, but into this blast furnace. So that's pretty automated now. We just got to do it with this one. And we have so much iron, I'm pretty sure I could export the logistics system and run a line over to this side of the base that is just continuously exporting iron and taking in steel. So what we'll do to the logistics system is make a barrel for steel, and then start exporting iron over here too. But before we do that, before we do that, I just want to make sure that this blast furnace can be automatable. So we're going to go ahead and convert this blast brick over to reinforced blast brick. Wait. So, what if I put a chest in front of here? In context, I'm having an issue because these item ducts don't hook up to the blast furnace multi-block. So if I put a chest here, will it output to the chest? Let's see. Let's test this idea. If worse comes to worse, I'm pretty sure we can use Ender IO conduits. Let's see, we don't have a chest. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure this is gonna work. Pretty sure. If not, I'm gonna be kind of sad. Sad mad. Let's see. So if I put that there. Oh, yeah, buddy. We're in business now because we can use the servo on the chest. Perfect. Oh, I was scared for a second. We got to do the same thing for slag, because if slag gets stuck up in there, it's not gonna work. So yeah, we're kind of still doing this. We'll get a couple more chests and get that slag to work too. Sweet. So now with these item ducts, I'm just going to go straight down because we're going to do all the logistics, entry points and exit points for the system underground. One thing I still have to do up though is actual iron input into our into our blast furnaces. So yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to get that, which shouldn't be too hard. I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of triangulate these two positions just like this, and then I'll go up from here just like that, and then go over, or like go over either way, I don't know, just to kind of give it a little bit of symmetry and make it look a little cooler. I'm not really a good builder, like make anything look super cool, but I think that will look better than what I usually do. So yeah, so let's go do that other side, and then we got to build a little platform underneath here to actually get everything to look or to work properly, and just go follow our pattern we kind of have going with the blast furnaces facing that certain direction. And we'll make it like just come out of here where the iron is going to be coming out of, and just maybe go like match the top of this thing. I think that's matching, yeah. And then we'll just go over to here. Okay. Ooh, I don't want to input into the furnace though. Okay. Although I do want to put in coal. That's right. Actually, you know what? That's a better design than I anticipated. So now what I'm gonna do is actually just bring him out to here. Oh, not that far actually, and just hook it up and make it like this. That way we can automate inserting coal into our crude furnaces, or our coke ovens, sorry. And this one doesn't need to be connected. Okay. And get iron up to our blast furnaces, because that little spot there can put in coal to those, and we can import iron and coal through here. Right on. That's super cool actually. Okay. So now I have access to all item ducts. I can't remember which ones are inputs and which ones are outputs. I think the input ones are, yeah, this is an output. This is an output. So we're gonna connect, oh yeah, those are slabs. We're just gonna connect these like that. So that's an output. And this is an output here. We'll just run that over as well and down. Okay. So outputs have been dealt with. Now we got to deal with inputs. And the way I think I'm going to do that to input them to the system is just use a chest and then use the quick sort module to import them. To export items, though, I've got to use a supplier pipe, I do believe. Was it the supplier pipe? What's that one do? Oh, automatically fills a chest. No, that one's... No, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So let us do... then these are inputs right here. This one, this one. Just like that. I am running out of item ducts. Okay. And let's move them over to the middle here. Let's move them to like... I'm out of item ducts. I'm gonna go grab some more. But basically, yeah, we're just gonna move everything clear out to here. I'm pretty sure I can just use this little thing here and just extend clear out there, and it should work. Okay, so for outputs, I'm gonna put the output chest here. It's gonna kind of look a little wonky, but I think we'll be okay. We'll just run this pipe over there and down like that. Boom. Awesome. So this is our chest that's going to go back to the system. Ooh, that's in the wrong spot, actually. I don't want that there. I want it here. Or actually, here would be better. Okay, so that's inputs and then outputs, or that's outputs, then inputs. We're gonna do right next to it. Actually, we can't do that because that. So outputs or inputs will do that, just like that. And one up, we'll drag this one over to... And they're connecting there, but we can just use... Oh, I thought I threw my wrench away. The wrench to get rid of that connection. We'll just run them over like this. Okay, so that one's connected. And we're moving this one over like that. And we can just get rid of these two connections there. All right. So now we have our inputs, which are coal and iron, and our outputs are going to be slag and steel. We can set that to low. That's going to go ahead and input our iron and steel to places. Super cool. Now we're going to get rid of these torches. It's super dangerous. But I want to run the line on the right here. So we'll put the torches here. And we'll take our line and we'll just go like this. I didn't give myself a lot of room here. Yeah, we'll just go like this. Do 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 do. Okay, so when I get to here, what I want to do, I can't put my supplier here because it will connect to our other chest, and we don't want that. So what I'm going to do is just kind of make a little loop like this, put our supplier there. We can hit it with a wrench, and we want to keep coal and iron stocked. But what I need to do is kind of get some coal and iron so I can set that. So we'll just run and get some really fast. Okay, so if we take a look at these buttons here, we have bulk 50. Bulk 50 means that the supplier pipe will request enough items to refill to the desired amount when 50% of that amount remains. So for example, we need like 6 iron and 6 coal. When the amount in the chest is 50% of this, it will send 6 iron and 6 coal. So if it has 3 iron and 3 coal in this chest, it will send that request to the supplier. Bulk 100, however, the supplier pipe will request enough items to refill to the desired amount when none of it remains. So if there's nothing in the chest, it will put that 6 iron and 6 coal back in that chest. Next one we're going to talk about is infinite. It requests items continuously, and I kind of don't want that because I don't want to fill up the chest with one or other item. I want it to make sure that it's equal. So I think bulk 50 is what I'm going to be using, but we'll keep reading here. Partial always request enough items to refill the desired amount. If that amount is unavailable, request as much as possible. So, for example, if it's 5 and 5, it will request the desired amount you set here, 6 and 6, until it's stocked. And then full is always request enough items to refill the desired amount. If that amount is unavailable, do nothing. So it's full is kind of like partial, except that it doesn't do anything when it can't request the amount of items it needs to. This is kind of weird. The wording is a little weird on it, but I think now it's a bit easier to understand. And I think we're going to be using bulk 50, and we're going to be putting entire stacks in here. Let's see. That way, if it ever gets below half a stack, it's just going to order our whole thing. Okay. So that'll keep enough iron and coal in here to supply everything upstairs. So super cool. So now we need a chassis with a quick sort in it. Quick sort module, just like we have. All right, so we need a chassis with the quick sort, and that's what's running right here. So we're just gonna make one of those really fast, and it's gonna be super easy. And then our steel factory will be done for the most part. Should be done for the most part. So we'll just double check and see how we are here. So let's see. Do we have a chassis pipe? We do. We do not. Alright, so I got the chassis pipe and the quick sort module, and we're just going to run back downstairs. Oop, I guess we got to eat a little bit. We're going to run back downstairs, and holy cow, if I would quit placing stuff, and hook up the rest of the system, and it's going to be fully automated, and we're never going to have to look at it again. It's just going to make steel for free. Beautiful. So the chassis pipe we'll put down here, and the Gita wrench, we'll hit it with that, and just throw in the quick sort module, and anything in there is just going to be shot right back to the computer and sorted. Awesome. Now we need a barrel. We need provider pipes on that, as well as backing pipes. So we're going to make a location for it. We're just going to put it down here on these two bottom ones. So we're just going to first, we're going to take out these. We're going to put our steel and our slag in there. And then bring our basic pipes over this way. Get our wrench. Import. And it should be sending, yep, I think it just sent a bit of steel. It did, right on. So it sent our steel and our slag over here, and we'll just make our provider logistics pipes here and here, and basically that way it'll get sent up to the computer up there, because I do believe we still have to put some servos on these chests. Yes, we do. Let's run up there real quick, get some servos on these. Boop. And let's grab a bit of steel and a bit of slag. So the slag chest needs a servo as well. And we'll go over to this one and servo here. Awesome. Okay, So now everything should be fully automated. It's slow, but it's fully automated. And I mean, the item ducts are still just as fast as the furnace can go anyway, so I'm not even worried about how slow they are. It's more for, yeah, look at that. Awesome. And that is just coming right in there. And those are going to be quick sorted. So we're done. We've automated the steel factory. Oh, this makes me so happy because during off-camera play, I've been having an issue with steel and not having enough of it ever. But now with this setup, I'm never going to run into a problem again. So it's super awesome. I'm going to dress this up and make it look kind of cool. Make it look more like a factory, because this is kind of like the insides, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to dress it up, and I think in the next episode you guys are going to really like it, really like the look. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit like for me. If you want to see more, go ahead and hit subscribe. I definitely appreciate everything you guys do for me. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.